returning to Ukraine's pre-2014 borders is an unrealistic objective.
In one sentence, the United States did a 180 on its Ukrainian foreign policy initiative.
The United States does not believe that NATO membership for Ukraine is a realistic outcome of a negotiated settlement.
That second blow reverberating deep inside Kyiv, where concessions are being demanded, with some former Trump administration officials believing it might not be a bad thing.
The result of this will be the preservation of a Ukrainian state, a democracy, an independent sovereign country in Europe with all of its future ahead of it.
Defense officials acknowledge this year will be a turning point. But until that moment arrives, the realities of Russia's relentless attacks continue to play out, with overnight strikes on the Ukrainian capital.
For Ukraine to effectively counter Russia's aggression, international support would have to increase significantly beyond current levels.
But to Donald Trump, a normalized relationship with Moscow is the key. He called Vladimir Putin first, and then Volodymyr Zelensky.
We talked about the possibility, I mentioned it, of a ceasefire so we can stop the killing, and I think we'll probably end up at some point getting a ceasefire in the not-too-distant future.
Ukrainians get to decide what the outcome of that peace process must be.
While losses in Ukraine grow, this conflict remains a financial crisis in Russia.
The Kremlin sees that at the moment as the clearest threat to its existence.
But the Kremlin isn't backing down, with the U.S. all but handing it an opportunity to use Ukrainian land as a negotiating tool.
I think President Zelensky has acknowledged this already, a compromise on territory.
Putin has committed heinous war crimes, and we shouldn't be just normalizing in that sense.
Still to be determined, seeing how ceding leverage to appease Russia will provide Ukraine its victory. Reggie Cecchini, Global News, Washington.